go. Oh,
ooh, nice shot, Jimoo.
Hi everyone, welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids. Today we got the brand new DV8 Trouble Maker. Now this ball is unique in that it's designed for two-handed or no-thumb bowlers. That's not to say one-handers can't throw this ball, but the core shape and design provides more drilling options for two-handed bowlers or no-thumb bowlers. So let's focus on the two-handed layouts for this ball. So depending how far away the finger holes are drilled from the top of the weight block can really affect the after drilling numbers of this ball. Anywhere from a low diff, low hook potential ball, all the way up to a high diff, high hook potential asymmetric ball after drilling. So for this ball, when you're drilling it, it's very important to know your positive axis point and your desired ball reaction. Now both of these are going to be necessary when using the layout tool found on DV8's website for this ball. If you click on the page for the Trouble Maker, there is a spreadsheet there. So by using the layout conversion tool, it will actually create a layout that is specific to the degree, so you hit the chord the exact right way to get the desired ball reaction out of this one. If you don't know your positive axis point and you're trying to find it out on your own, take a look at our Find Your Stats video. So for Gootz, we have a benchmark layout for him, but we're really concerned about what the two-handed layout looks like for Jimoo. If we take a look here at his pin to center of grip, it's 4.5 inches, which represents a fairly strong layout for this ball. So we should see a fair amount of hook compared to a phase 2. So we talked in depth about the core in this bowling ball, but let's talk a little bit more about the cover stock. Now we have Insider Max Continuation, which is the same cover stock that was on the DV8 Collision. So if you like that ball, you might want to gravitate towards this one too. So this is a high performance cover stock on this ball. So with a very strong layout choice, this can actually be a very strong ball for you. So out on the lanes today, we got Jimoo and we got Gootz. They're gonna bowl on 42-foot carbon and the 2022 USBC Masters pattern. They got a couple balls to compare against. For Jimoo, it's his phase 2, and for Gootz, his GB4. Now for both of them, these represent their benchmark balls. They're gonna see how this ball stacks up compared to those two. So that's enough in here. Let's send it out to the lanes.
Hello everyone, Gootz is back throwing the new DV8 Trouble Maker. This ball is actually specially designed for two-handers, so I'm gonna have Jacob join me today.
oh yeah! Oh yeah, what's up,
You see, we got 2 troublemakers today.
Whoa! And there's also bowling balls.
Sir. All right, so I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna throw a couple shots at my normal line. I will be standing at 33 on the fresh of this house shot, throwing to 10. Money. So. Well, I'm done. I'm gonna let Jacob continue.
Let's start off. I'm a two-hander. Hi, Jimoo here with Gootz. Super excited for this Trouble Maker. I'm gonna stand a bit further right than Gootz at 25. Throw a bit straighter, but let's see. Two-handed ball. Yeah, mine was a bit straighter. I kind of like the smooth reaction that's given so far. I don't know what, you seeing something similar?
I saw something really good where the ball really got to the spot and very controlled when it got off the dry. Maybe I'll join you and move a little bit right as well.
Sounds good.
All right, so you were standing where?
25.
25.
Sliding on 30.
All right, 25 to 30. I'm a little slower, more rev dominant, but we can make this work. Woo! Straighter is greater.
Straighter is greater.
Yeah, you can see when the ball goes down the lane, really controlled until it gets to the back, and it just likes to roll. I haven't seen any of that crazy back end reaction yet. You want to keep moving left and see what we can do?
Love it.
All right.
It's my favorite thing to do.
This is why we're troublemakers.
Here's my layout. It is 60 by 5 by 30. I'm gonna move 5 left. So stay on 30, slightly slower speed. Strike it up. Ooh, I got that pretty far out. I kind of saw that roll you were talking about right there, coach.
With me being a slower speed than Jacob, but probably almost the same rev rate, I can get a little deeper on this, especially with this ball now. Let's control that shape again and go. Woo-hoo. That ball's gonna cause some trouble on the...
Cause some trouble. Gootz threw a really nice shot there. I'm gonna try to emulate that a little bit. Further left, slower. You are right, coach. That is sweet. That is a sweet ball. Man, so it seems like it's responsive enough to the hand positions and the speed changes. So I feel like if you have a lot of versatility in your game, this could be a really sweet ball, an arsenal piece for you.
Yeah, I agree. This will be a ball that will be in your hands probably when it starts to transition, or you're seeing that over-under. There was a tournament I was just at, brought this ball. It was an 18-game tournament, and I used it for all 18 games. I think I had a problem. New ball syndrome. All right, Jacob, I'm gonna compare the ball with the GB4.
Ooh, your favorite.
Yep, my benchmark ball. Let's see what reaction it gives me, see if it's similar, see if it's a little weaker. But yeah, enjoy. So I'm gonna stand the same at 33, same speed, about the same revs. Definitely rollier, less back end. When I got to the spot, it rolled out, but just enough to carry itself to the pocket. If I threw that troublemaker there, that ball would drive a lot harder than that for sure. Let's see Jacob with his phase 2.
Yes, sir. Similar, benchmark ball, favorite ball of all time, the phase 2 from Storm. We'll throw it at the same line as the last one. See if we get a really nice strike again. Okay, so that's kind of what I expected. Phase 2 definitely retains its energy a bit longer for a symmetric solid, and it has a really nice pop in the back end. So smooth, but also very controllable in the back. Kind of drove right past the 9-pin. You see that too, coach?
A lot more back end motion on your phase 2 compared to the troublemaker.
And the GB4.
Yep. GB4 is a little weaker, as the phase 2 is a little stronger than troublemaker. But in the end, I think all these 3 balls together will make a great punch.
So far, this ball being maybe specifically geared towards a two-handed bowler or a thumbless bowler, it seems like it's been working for a one-handed bowler too. What do you think?
So in my opinion, I think it works really well for probably like a guy like me who's high rev, slower speed. It does resemble a little bit of a two-hander where they're really rev dominant. So I kind of want to throw a couple shots to see what it looks like if I did increase my speed with a little bit less hand rotation. Maybe it'll look completely different.
Let's see it, Gootz.
So this time I'll stand at 21, add some speed. Let's go. Wow, throwing that ball up the track, I don't know, that was amazing.
I want to learn how to do that. That was pretty sweet. I think because it picks up so early and it's so smooth off the back, you didn't have a crazy angle in the back, especially when you threw it more end over end.
So I put a little bit more end over end roll, less revs. Did increase my speed, but in the end, I still do have high revs. So with that ball being asymmetric and how it's drilled to be controlled, really doesn't give the pocket away.
That's a great point. You mind throwing the GB4 against that one, Gootz? I want to see that.
Of course. So definitely you can see the difference as that ball is weaker. Just misses the break point, goes through it. Leave a 1-2, 6-10. With the troublemaker, with the surface being so strong and still fresh, really gets back to the pocket.
Yeah, I think both of your balls have like the control aspect. It's just different level of strength.
So I think this ball can be versatile for one-handers and two-handers, to be honest. Want to cause some trouble and bowl in the sport?
Sport pattern? Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Question time with Jimoo.
And Gootz.
So today's question is regarding the marketing around this ball. So it's marketed as a ball that's special for two-handers and thumbless bowlers. So me as a two-hander and a thumbless bowler, I am super excited to get this ball. But our question for you today is, does this marketing strategy make you more enticed to buy this bowling ball? One-hander perspective?
Honestly, it's still a symmetric ball, so it's still a good ball. I think a lot of one-handers should try it. Very controlled piece in the DV8 line. Give it a go.
Let us know what you think down in the comments below. All right, Gootz. So we know that house shots are easier in terms of difficulty, right?
With it being easier, you have the ratio compared to a sports shot is much different. You'll be bowling like on a 10-to-1 on a house shot, where it does give you forgiveness outside. But when you're bowling on tougher patterns, you do lose that bump outside, and it can cause a lot of chaos.
Nice. So with that being said, we got the 2022 Masters pattern out here. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, which is very different from 10-to-1. So we're gonna try it out. This Troublemaker, we would love to see some strikes, but you never know on these sport patterns.
So let's give it a go. As you guys already know, the ball is pretty smooth already off my hand. I'm gonna stand normally where I would stand on a house shot. See what that looks like. So usually around 33, throw into about 10. So definitely I didn't get that forgiveness room at all. With the USBC pattern, I think we're gonna play a little straighter. Jacob, that's your specialty, right?
You got it, I love it. Very much enjoy playing straighter, hard, and throwing it at my max speed. It's just what I'm most comfortable with. So I'm gonna go to 25, try to keep it fairly tight here. All right, so I didn't move enough, so take my information, move further right than that.
Yeah, sounds good. We got the two troublemakers here trying to figure out this USBC pattern. So usually a one-hander and two-hander move is a little different. I think Jacob would be a little bit more left than me, but I'm gonna try and get this ball out to 5 again and let it roll back into the pocket.
I'm gonna take Gootz's advice, move a bit left, just to find an area where this will give me enough mist room on this tough pattern. Yeah, so I am definitely further left than you, Gootz. I think just because of the more hand and rotation that I'm putting on the ball, I have to be further left on this pattern, because if I were to throw that where you are, I think it's bumping right off the end of the pattern.
Exactly. I think I'm just able to control the shape out there a little better just because I can flatten my hand a little better. Yeah. But with you being such a heavy roller and being two-handed, it's hard to decrease the rev, right?
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna be further left than me no matter what.
That is a fair assumption, and how it has been for most tourneys. All right, so how about we throw our benchmark balls against those lines and see how it goes, yeah?
So here I am throwing the GB4 again. Let's see, same line, same speed, up the boards. So it's definitely a weaker ball in general. That's why I'm comparing the two. My benchmark is weaker than the DV8, probably by 5 or 6 boards. Jimoo, let's see your face too.
Yeah, absolutely. So as established on the house shot, this ball just gave me more back end than the Troublemaker. We'll see if it's the same here, throwing on the same line as that last strike. Oh yeah, it's definitely more back end than this Troublemaker. The Troublemaker was flush from there, and that ball went through the face high. Yeah, so I think the Troublemaker is just going to be more of a control piece in my arsenal. It's definitely not going to do anything crazy on me that I'm not expecting. It's smooth, it's controllable, and I can see why they love it for two-handers, or they made it for two-handers.
I've seen a lot of people in tournaments, especially if you watch a couple PBA events. I've seen a couple Troublemakers on there. I think this is their first controlled piece in a long time.
Yeah.
Probably going to be my favorite DV8 ball.
Okay, I have a challenge. Let's do it, okay? Race to 2 strikes on this 2-to-1, very difficult sport shot.
Sounds good.
Okay?
You're going to lose.
Oh. Oh, man. How did this turn into a pot game?
Cash game!
Cash game. Cash game. That was a good shot from Gootz.
You don't take those.
Overhook.
Man, these two-handers carry everything, eh? Brooklyn, I gotta throw flush. I'm just joking. I love the game. I love the game.
What the? All right. All right. So if I strike, we extend?
I guess so. Throw a good shot now, bud.
Two really good shots from Gootz over there.
Maybe this ball's meant for one-handers.
No.
Ooh, we have a strike off. That was a good shot.
Thank you.
Better than your first one. I guess this is sudden death.
One ball roll off. This match must be determined by a one ball roll off.
Who do you guys think is gonna win? Me or Jimoo? Where was I standing? I don't even know. I'm just gonna throw it.
For the record, he has not looked at his target once right after he threw the ball. He throws it and goes, this ball is made for two-handers. Come on. Can I beat the DV8 guy? Oh! All right, well done. Congrats. Anyways, let's go back to the shop, shall we? We're back from the lanes. Jimoo and Gootz here.
Yep.
Gootz, tell me, what did you see out of your Trouble Maker?
Honestly, this Trouble Maker was a very controllable ball. The layout I have on it is the same as a GB4, so it's a little stronger. So this was a really good benchmark for me. If the GB4 is a little too weak for the lane conditions, I can see myself using this ball a lot more. How about you?
I think the Trouble Maker is also a very good ball. Comparing it to my benchmark, the Phase 2, they're drilled the exact same. Phase 2 has always been like my favorite ball, my first ball out of the bag, and I could use it in multiple parts of the day. I think this Trouble Maker rolls a bit earlier and also a bit flatter off the spot, meaning it's not as continuous as the Phase 2. So I think I could see myself using this earlier before the Phase 2 maybe, or on some shorter patterns as well. So like you were saying, that this ball outhooks the GB4, you would say?
I'd say it rolls stronger than the GB4. This does have a weaker cover stock and it's lane shined. Use this ball a lot. So when the shots do get cliffy, I do use my GB4 a lot more. Very controllable piece just to get through that. Either there's a hang spot or the ball overhooks or underhooks. Usually the GB4 gets me out of trouble. This ball does have a little bit more teeth, so in possible situations where there might be a little bit more oil and this doesn't cover that corner, I can use this ball instead. I can bring these two balls to any tournaments or league and they'll just be the middle part of my bag. Jimoo, where does your Trouble Maker fit in your bag?
Yeah, good question. I think this ball is going to be a really good arsenal piece, especially when the lanes get a bit cliffed and when I can use it on the fresh, because it's smooth, it's early, it's controllable is the big point. I know Jung was saying a lot of people, and you were saying that a lot of people were throwing this at the Masters where you really needed to keep your angles straight and in front of you.
Yeah.
I feel like this is that ball that is going to help you achieve that on the lanes. So as a one-hander, this ball, as it was said, was made for two-handers or thumbless players. You good?
It's scratched.
As I was saying, this ball is made for two-handers, thumbless players, but it rolled really good for you. Why do you think that it was able to have a good roll for your specific style?
Yeah, so since I'm a high rev player with a little bit of slower speed, I do like the slower motion balls. They give me that more control shape. Like the GB4 is amazing, and with this being a slow reaction, it gives me that same shape but with more teeth.
You being a high rev player, I like to say that you have more revs than any of us, including me. Is it fair to say that this bowling ball needs a rev rate in order to make it look really good?
Honestly, it's hard to say. If you were speed dominant and you threw this ball, it might not corner as much for you as it is a slow rolling reaction. However, if you're a high rev player like me with a slow speed or medium speed, I think it'll suit your game. So
in conclusion, this bowling ball, the Trouble Maker from DV8, was specifically made for the two-handers and the thumbless players, and in my opinion, it suits them really well as they are rev dominant, a lot of slower speeds, but as we've proved today, it could also work for a one-handed bowler or a more traditional bowler as well. As long as you have a little bit of hand to your game, I think you'll be able to make the corners like Gootz did today. And yeah, so try it out, get one for yourself, and see if it works for you.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. and answer a question, which is...
As we've been saying throughout this entire video, the marketing of this ball was meant for the two-handed bowlers or the thumbless bowlers. So hearing this strategy, does this make you more inclined to get the ball for yourself as a two-handed bowler or one-handed bowler? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you, Mark, and everyone at his distribution center. Make sure to use promo code JungleBarks for 10% off your entire order. What's he got on his shop?
Everything.
Everything. Thank you for summing that up. He's not gonna stop laughing. Thanks everyone for watching. See you in the next video.
See ya.